GF Customs and Reviews.
What's going on, guys? This is Michael MGF, and today I'm going to be doing another LEGO Minecraft Micro World review, and this time we've got the Village, and the set number for this one is 21105. The recommended ages are 10 and up, and it has 466 pieces. And I really do like this Micro World. It retails for $34.99, just like the other two sets. And I mean, if you don't have the actual game, I would personally go with the actual game before getting any one of these sets. But I mean, if you already own the game, like myself, then it's kind of irrelevant to you, the price there. But this Micro World is really cool. It's got a couple flaws. I'll go over those during the review, so stick around. But I mean, it's a really great set overall, and I definitely recommend it. And it makes for a perfect expansion to your standard Micro World. It doesn't really fit well with the Nether, but I mean, when you just conjoin it with the standard Forest Micro World, it looks really great. And once again, just like the Nether Micro World, we do get 3 micro mobs instead of 2 like the original one, so that's really great. And what I also really like about the Micro World is the variety that it has. You have a swamp biome, a snow biome, a mine shaft. It's got a lot to it, so let's go ahead and take a look at the minifigures, and then we'll move on to the Micro World itself. So we're going to start off with the Villager, and the Villager, his face printed onto his head there is really nicely printed. You can see he's got the black unibrow above his eyes there, along with the Squidward nose, and you can see he's got like what I assume to be like cheekbone print on both sides of his head. And on the packaging, those markings appear to be lighter than they actually are on the Micro Mob. And you know, it's just something I noticed. I would have preferred them to appear like they do on the packaging. It looks a little bit better when these two little print marks are, you know, lighter. You know, I'm just not so fond of how dark they are, but it doesn't, you know, that's a minor problem. It really doesn't matter in the long run. And another problem with the Villager is that, this is once again a minor problem that you can easily fix yourself, is the fact that he's a little out of scale. And pretty much a player and a zombie are shorter than villagers in the game, and in this case the villager is shorter than the player and the zombie. So pretty much all you have to do is just take another little brown plate and then just add it to the two that are already there, and you'll have a more to scale villager. And or you can just take like a solid brown 1x1 brick and use that if you'd want. You know, that's just something that I noticed. It's not, once again, it's a very minor problem. It's just, you know, something that could have been easily avoided as well. But it's still a really nice micro mob overall, and it's pretty much what I would expect from a villager micro mob, despite him being slightly out of scale. So here are the parts that the villager consists of laid out for you, and if we just had one more 1x1 brown plate, we would have had the perfect villager. But I mean, if you find one of those out of your collection, it's an easy fix, and there's not much else to it. The zombie is pretty much what I would expect, except the fact that the middle of his head there is a lime green kind of color. And honestly, I can see what LEGO was going for there. In the game, zombies, they're very textured looking, but I don't think changing a shade right in the middle of his head is that necessary. So I kind of have to object to that. And also, the face the actual face itself could have been a bit better. It's just 3 black lines, and you know, zombies, their mouths aren't really that. They're not that defined on, you know, the actual zombie in the game. But I mean, I think maybe having like 2 more squares here and here on the corners of each on the mouth would probably have been a bit better. But other than that, it's a really nice looking zombie. And, you know, once again, I'm just me, and, you know, I notice little inaccuracies, so it's just something I noticed. It doesn't really take away that much from the micro mob itself, but regardless, little hair, go away. But regardless, it's a really nice micro mob overall. So the zombie's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, this piece right here for the top of his head, I wish it was the same color as, you know, just the standard green pieces. It would have been a bit more consistent, in my opinion. But yeah, and also, of course, he's just a little bit taller because he has a 1x1 brick for his torso rather than 2 1x1 plates like the villager. And finally, our last micro mob for this set, we've got the pig. And the pig he's nice. It's just, it's like a half a pig. And I can see what LEGO was going for with this idea, and how they kind of have what appears to be a tail, even though it looks more like a rectum. It's out of scale. Again, this is probably the worst of the, this is worse than the villager. I feel like the pig should have been one brick longer, and then maybe had a 1x2 brown plate for the feet, just like the way I did my micro mob of my custom pig micro mob way back earlier this year. And I mean, this is nice. It's not really that bad. It's kind of cute looking, but it's just, I feel like he's half a micro mob. And you can see though, with his face being printed onto a 1x1 pink tile and then attached to this modified brick with studs on both sides, pretty much you have what I like about this is, for this pig, you've got a decent factor of kind of giving him a little bit of emotion, because you can tilt his head. And if you guys have any dogs, and like when you make a funny sound and then the dog like tilts his head, it's kind of like that. And it's pretty cool. It gives your pig sort of his own little take on things, I guess. And it's cool. And it was obviously intentional, because they, on the packaging, they show the pig's head being tilted. But yeah, so it's just my personal opinion. I just don't think he's complete. But once again, this is a minor fix, and but it could have been easily avoided, is also what I'm saying. But it's still a cool micro mob, and it gets the job done. But there are the micro mobs for the village. So the pig is not made up of a lot at all, and when I first saw the original pictures for the upcoming village set, it's not really upcoming anymore, here I've got it right here, but I expected the piece that holds his face, his 1x1 tile with his face printed onto it, would be this piece, but instead it was the same piece but with another stud on the back, and obviously that was to mimic that of a tail, but we all know it doesn't look like a tail, so we'll put that away. Alright, so now into the village micro world itself, and just like the other LEGO Minecraft sets, this has the same feature where you can split this apart in 4 different sections, just so that you can customize your micro worlds in whichever way you'd like. And once again, if you couldn't already tell, they use these little Technic pins that are in the shape of a cross. I don't really know the names for specific LEGO pieces, so we're going to call them Technic pins. But yeah, so this set, just like the other 2 LEGO Minecraft sets, does split apart in 4 different sections, making it very customizable, and that's a great feature, great idea for the LEGO Minecraft sets, and definitely glad that it's carrying over with these sets. And if we go ahead and put these back together, we'll go ahead and take a look at the actual village houses themselves, which do kind of have a slight problem with them. They're a great design and all, they look good, it's just when you take a villager and you put him alongside the village house, or one of them, he is a giant. And the villagers, they always hide at night from the zombies in Minecraft, and I guess those rules don't apply in the micro world version of that, because the zombies are going to come in at night and they're going to nom on the villagers, and there's nothing these little dudes can do unless you have the Captain Sparkle's son and take back the night. But anyway, so pretty much, I mean, they look good. I like they capture the look of a village house. It's just they're a little bit out of scale, but I can't complain all that much, because I can't think of anything better for this scale, because micro worlds are a little bit small, so you can't really make that big of a village house. But if we actually take the roof off of one, you can see it actually utilizes some cheese slopes. If I can get this to come off with me. Here we go. You can see it has cheese slopes for windows, trans-clear, or just clear cheese slopes, and I think that's really cool. It eliminates that whole crease in between the like opposed to having 2 1x1 clear plates for the windows. But yeah, definitely really nice village houses. I just wish that the villagers would have a place to hide at night. But yeah, then you can also see that we have we have a farm going on here, and we have some fully grown wheat represented with some standard green studs, and then we have some wheat which still has yet to grow, represented with just some some lighter green studs like the lime color. And then you can see what I really like about the village that I really want to bring up here, which is pretty noticeable, is how dark the green is, and that's pretty much because this village is residing on a swamp biome, and we've already gotten the forest and the nether, so it's just really great that we're seeing more varieties with biomes. And then we've got the snow, we have the beginning of a snow biome right here with like a snow mountain, and it really looks great, and I'm loving the variety with this village micro world. And it's just, like in the future when we get jungle biomes and maybe a whole snow biome itself, it's just going to be really great when we have all the biomes made in LEGO, and this is the start of that, so I definitely am looking forward forward to how all of this plays out. And the swamp really does look great. You can see it has a ton of different like light green tiles running through it just to, you know, give it more color and more accuracy to a swamp biome, and it looks really great. And this little Technic pin is just hanging out and my OCD is kicking in, so we're gonna pull that out. But yeah, so if we go ahead and pull this apart once again, actually let's just take off the top. So pretty much you can, if you couldn't already tell, you can take the tops off of all 4 sections, and once again that makes this just that much more customizable. You can just switch these micro worlds around whichever way you'd like, and that's just really what defines these micro worlds, and it's the defining feature of them, and it's really cool. But yeah, so you can see here we've got a ton of tiles and then some available suds to, you know, to actually have these connect right back onto the you know, the underworld section of these of this micro world. But you can see inside we've got a mine shaft, and mine shafts are really cool. And you know, I kind of am noticing an inconsistency though, is because the house that we got with the forest micro world was made with brown pieces, and I assume the house from that set was made using wooden planks. As a material, I assume it was built from, represented with brown pieces in that set. But then with this set, it looks like these are wooden planks as well, it's just they're tan. So I'm noticing some inconsistencies with colors with the micro worlds now. It's nothing too major, it's just something I tend to notice. You know, I noticed while building this set, but you can see we have these red and white bricks, and what those are, they are pretty much TNT blocks. So if we go ahead and pull apart all 4 sections of the second half of the micro world here, I can give you a look at the main feature that this village entails here, and you can see, pulling them apart, we have these walls that blow out. So pretty much you can have your little villager running around in the mine shaft, and by the way, if you couldn't already tell, there are torches in like almost each one of these sections, which is represented by a flame piece. But yeah, so pretty much this is a TNT block, and then these walls just blow out just like that. And I'm not gonna lie, in the game, I don't use TNT to mine. I don't think any of us do, but I'm not sure what the designers had in mind there, just trying to throw in a feature, I guess. And I'm not saying it's a bad feature, I'm just saying, you know, it's sort of an unexpected feature, but it's still really cool regardless. So yeah, pretty much just like you have these walls that blow out, and yeah, so for this section we have some more wooden planks in here, but then back there we've got this like little brown cube, and I don't think that's a workbench. It could be. I mean, it would certainly be appropriate, so I guess we'll just call that a workbench back there. But yeah, then this section here, we've got, once again, this is actually some railroad tracks here, or just some minecart tracks, and those are just represented with some vent pieces. Definitely look really cool there. Nice detail. Once again, we've got a torch in there. And yeah, so there is no, you know, like breakaway wall for this section, but moving these two aside, we can take a look at this one, and this one as well does not have a, you know, a wall that you can blow out, but it does have, once again, what appears to be a workbench back there. I don't know. You got the standard wooden plank, the mine shaft, you know, the mine shaft, what would you call them, just like the mine shaft wooden planks, and then we have the minecart tracks once again there, which is very cool, and there's really not much else to it. It's pretty much the more standard section out of the 4, and then this one, we do have one more TNT block right back there, and pretty much you can blow out this entire corner, and it makes for a really cool playability feature, and is definitely very nice. And I actually didn't know that feature was going to be available upon building the set until, you know, I actually got to that portion in the building process, because the pictures didn't really show that, the pictures that we got like a month ago or so. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, the TNT blocks are nice. I don't think the white really is necessary. Maybe if we had like a red, like another red tile beneath the white, it would look more accurate to a TNT block. But once again, these are minor fixes if you have your own pieces lying around. And once again, we do have the minecart tracks. And if you couldn't already tell, on each one of these sections, you do have at least 2 or 3 of these bricks with the, you know, with the little slot in there, so you can, you know, just play, you know, you can have your you can customize all your different micro world sections. But yeah, so putting all these back together, you can see what the heck happened. Wait, I'm like all confused. Actually, it goes this way, I think. No, you see, this is the problem though with these micro worlds, is it can get confusing. So here we go. I think I got it right this time. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so that's pretty much the mine shaft. It's really cool. Was not expecting the TNT feature. It's not really accurate to Minecraft since no one uses, you know, like TNT to mine. But I mean, I guess this is not really an abandoned mine shaft like the ones in the game. Perhaps this is a active mine shaft, and you've got the villagers running down here blowing walls out of their own mine. But Yeah, so putting all of this back together, it's a really, really great set, and I like how much they've incorporated it into such a small space. We've got two village houses, we've got a farm, we've got a swamp biome, we've got a snow biome, we've got a mine shaft, we've got TNT, we've got blow up walls that you can blow out. It's a lot for one micro world, and I mean, sure, the price is $34.99, more than the actual game, but I assume most of you guys have the game, so really it's not that bad of a price, and I do really recommend this set. Despite the fact that the villagers can't fit in the village houses, it doesn't take that much away from it. So I mean, it's a really great set, and for that reason, I kind of like it more than the Nether. It's hard to decide, but yeah, so there is the village micro world, and if we can pull him out with his feet, there we go. Because usually I'm used to the bottom tile or the bottom plate being stuck to the floor when I try to pull him out. But yeah, so we got the villager by his house, and he can't get into it, so he's gonna get gnawed on by the zombie and become a zombie himself, and that's no good. And then we've got the pig here, and the pig can eat away at the wheat that isn't even grown yet, so we should probably put him here instead. But yeah, so there is the Village Micro World, guys. Definitely a brilliant expansion for the LEGO Minecraft line.
Daddy, are we going to die out here?
I sure hope not. I wish we could get into our damn houses.
Daddy, look behind you, it's Jimmy! He made it! Jimmy, are you alright? They're coming up from the ground!
Goodbye, son. I love you.
We're alive?
It's almost like someone has taken the night back. So, the box is really cool, and just like the other two LEGO Minecraft sets, it has the texture of a block from the actual game. So in this case, we've got a wooden plank, and it's really awesome, and something I didn't actually notice about these, thinking about it, you can probably fit one of the micro worlds in each box. So not only are these boxes really nice looking, but it makes the micro worlds themselves pretty portable. So yeah, then you can see we've got pretty much just a bunch of different pictures of what you can do with the micro world and all of its features, and then you can see on the back we've got all three of the LEGO Minecraft sets currently available. This one, of course, which I am reviewing. We got Mojang.com, the brilliant Swedish developers of the game, and then on the top we've got the three micro mobs sporting the actual size reference. So pretty awesome box. This is definitely my favorite out of the three. So there is the Villages box. So we've got two instruction manuals, each consisting of two sections out of the micro world. So you can see the first book here has about a 29-page build, and then at the end of it we've got this really cool promotional artwork for the LEGO Minecraft line, and pretty much it gives you an idea of what you can do if you buy multiples of these sets over time, and this is what it can amount to. And honestly, this is really encouraging. Like, looking at this, it makes me want to really expand my micro world, because there are a lot of possibilities to make this look like the game that all of us love, and that's just a really cool promotional picture, and I love it, and I hope we'll see more of those in the future, in future instruction manuals, because that's just really awesome. But then opening up the second one here, we've got a 31-page build. There's nothing special in this one, aside from the parts list, if that counts to you. But yeah, really all the cool stuff is going on in the first instruction manual with that really cool poster. But yeah, so there are the two instruction manuals for the village. So what I love about the LEGO Minecraft sets, and this is something that the Nether unfortunately lacked, is that the LEGO group includes extra printed pieces for each micro mob. So they understand, that officially they don't have as much micro mobs that we might want, but with the extra pieces we get almost enough to make more micro mobs. We don't get, all the parts, but we get the printed parts, which is all that matters, because we can just order the rest off Bricklink and make our own micro mobs that way. So I really appreciate that LEGO does this. It's really a nice gesture, and it's really great. And Yeah, so as you can see, other than that, we have we have like an extra flame piece, we have an extra clear cheese slope, some other tiles and plates and some studs. So just definitely some really great extra pieces, and I'm super glad that we do get the extra printed pieces to make more micro mobs in the future. So I mean, if you have your own parts from your own collection, you can finish them off. So then you can populate your Lego Minecraft Micro World village a little bit more. But now that this review is done and we have a total of 3 official Lego Minecraft sets, I decided that I own 4 of the original Lego Minecraft Forest Micro Worlds, and I have 2 of the villages and 2 of the Nether Micro Worlds. So I'm going to put them all together, customize them in a bunch of different ways, and give you a look at what 4 Forest Micro Worlds, 2 Village Micro Worlds, and 2 Nether Micro Worlds look like combined. Honey, get the kids.
Dude, I'm not your wife.
Okay, so here it is. I have combined all 8 of the Lego Minecraft sets that I own. So that means, like I said, 4 standard forest sets, 2 villages, and 2 nether sets. So what this has taught me is that not only are these sets really customizable and look just like Minecraft but in Lego, but the world of Lego Minecraftia is very unfortunate because you've got all of these beautiful tiny little houses, but Steve, along with the villagers, are all going to get eaten because when the zombies come out at night and when the pigmen and the ghasts come through the nether portal, well, these little guys have no place to hide because the houses that are built for them were built for mice and they can't fit in there. So it's sad because here they are, they're all going to die and they're all just kind of like having their last moments as they huddle together. And yeah, it's the unfortunate story of the Lego Minecraftia world, and let it never be forgotten because all of these little dudes are heroes and I feel bad for them. But yes, so there are all of the Lego Minecraft sets that I own, pretty much all compiled together. I don't know how exactly I ordered it, but you could pretty much make something like this if you have 4 standard Lego Forest Minecraft sets and 2 village sets and then 2 nether sets. And it's a pretty cool outcome, and it's cool, but as you can see, it's a little bit crowded already, so it just makes me want to expand this more and more. And obviously, this is inaccurate here. You got the nether hanging off, and that's not actually what the game is like at all whatsoever, but there's not really a whole lot you can do if you want to have your nether connected to your other forest and village sets. But regardless, it's still really cool, and you can always just separate the nether if you'd like. It's just, or if you have enough Lego nether sets, what you can do, it would take like, I don't know, like 6 nether sets or something like that. You can just pretty much wrap the nether sets around the bottom edges of this, and you can have, like the nether sort of be like the underworld of Minecraftia and have it look like hell. But that's kind of what the nether is anyway. But yeah, so there it is. That is my Lego Minecraft Micro World. And then of course if you're me, you can have a custom squad of YouTubers to take back the night. Alright guys, so that concludes my review on the Lego Minecraft Village Micro World set. And this set is really awesome, and I mean, there are just a few little minor problems with the scaling. You can't put the villagers in their actual houses, and you can't, there's some minor scaling issues with the micro mobs themselves, but it's really nothing you can't fix with a few modifications yourself. I don't know what you'd do about the village houses themselves, but the micro mobs are an easy fix. But regardless, this means that this is the last of my Lego Minecraft reviews for this year. I'd assume we're not going to be getting any more Lego Minecraft sets, at least until 2014. So I hope you enjoyed the reviews, and if you did, be sure to leave this video a like below, as it really does go a long way. A lot of work goes into these reviews, more so than you'd think, and your support is very much appreciated. And you can also follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Links to both of those are always in the description below as well. And there I post all kinds of updates and photos and behind the scenes stuffs of what goes on in my world, my micro world. But yeah, so once again, I do really like this set. I recommend it, and it's kind of hard to pick between this one and the Nether. But I'd say if I really had to desperately pick, I'd go with the Village. I think the Village is a little bit better, mainly because you get a lot of variety with it, with the biomes and the mine shaft and the features that it has with the TNT blocks. So that's really cool. So once again, I really do recommend this set, and I'm seriously looking forward to the future of Lego Minecraft, and I'm really looking forward to expanding my own micro world, as I currently have 2 Nether micro worlds and 2 Village micro worlds, and I do plan on getting more. And yeah, so that's what's really fun about these micro worlds, and it's just expanding your micro world and being able to customize them. It's really great. So yeah, guys, that's it, and I will see you later. All right.
Bye.
The Village. Okay, great. Okay, now I need a quick pick for Twitter and the Facebooks. Yes. The new ones that were just released this year. Okay, what the hell am I saying? Wish that this... Oh gosh, damn it. Fix that tree. Second half in the following micro world instruction manual. Gosh damn it, what am I saying? Too many words. Blah.